Anyway,
money can't buy happiness.
No.
Manchester United,
Unless you're
2,
Chelsea.
Crystal Palace 1. Manchester United can move level on points with Manchester City if they beat Leeds on Wednesday, which they probably will at home. Where can they finish this season? And, you know, Marcus Rashford scored in 5 consecutive Premier League home games now this season. He's on fire. It was a game full of incident again. Casemiro with the red cards, you know what I mean, trying to strangle a player.
That was like something out of Simpsons. It was like,
When
Homer
Bart's
got bar.
head is
It's
all
like,
popping, his eyes are
it was
popping
making it
out
really
his
made
head,
me
yeah.
laugh.
But I want to ask 2 questions. First of all, let's ask, are United back in the title race?
No. Well, if they
Points
beat
drop,
Leeds,
they can-
technically they will be on level in points with City, and we're all sitting here saying that City are the team to chase Arsenal. So technically, yes. I don't think Arsenal. Sorry, I don't
weren't
think
in it in the
Manchester
first
United
place.
can win the league. Again, they were never really in it. It's more of a success by association. Maybe next year we'll see Ten Hag really go for the title. On United, though, we've also just had it in that Mason Greenwood is now no longer a Nike athlete. When he came back to Instagram the other day, he tagged United and Nike. He's had to take Nike off, and Nike have dropped him just in.
It's going to be interesting to see if he comes back. But listen, at the moment they don't need him because Rashford is on fire at the moment.
Casemiro, though.
Where would you think? Where do you think Man United finishes?
Second.
Second or
Man
third?
City
I think
get
second.
If Man City get deducted points, then
I
yeah,
still
they'll
think
be-
even without the deduction, I still think they finish second. When I just watch how City are playing at the minute, I've said it so many times, I just think they look really off. Something's not right. However, this impacts them, what's now going on off the pitch, I don't know if that will impact them or not. But I look at United and I think that United are playing far better. I think they look a lot more together. I really like what Ten Hag's done, and I think, like, you know, kind of like Alex said, if we're talking about Manchester City as being the next closest, you know, title contender to compete with Arsenal, then I do think you have to put United in that conversation. United fans won't like that because they really want to distance themselves from a title race as it stands. But I think that they're you know, just as much in it as Manchester City are.
Okay, where do you think they're going to finish?
Second.
Second.
I think third still.
Third?
Oh, third unless there's a points deduction.
Abby, I think you could be right now. I think I might finish second.
The reason why I say
I don't know,
this
man.
is because
City.
I think yeah, City don't look right, but I think City still have too much quality, and their manager's too good for them to just. They're not just going to fall off. They're going to keep picking up points along the way. And I think Man United have got other things to focus on as well. I think top 4 is still the target. They got a Carabao Cup final against Newcastle, Europa League against Barcelona. That's going to be incredibly difficult.
If they win that Carabao Cup, hypothetically, you know, that's something
Might
that
kick them on,
That's something that Pep's always said. Like, that's why they always like winning that, because it's kind of a springboard for the rest of the season. It could happen.
I just don't trust what's around Rashford still. Anthony, Weghorst, Sancho still has to come back into form. Let's see what happens there. It's just, I still think he's, they're playing very well, don't get me wrong. It was a great goal, great team goal. Garnacho actually might be,
You
Garnacho
can't
might be
discount
closer to
them.
starting.
You can't discount them. They're 3 points behind Manchester City.
But do you think they can win the title?
No Casemiro.
No, I'm not saying
That's
I
why
think
I'm
they can win
discounting
the
them. I don't
title. I
think
think
they
they
can
can
win it,
finish
so I wouldn't-
second.
yeah, I
I think the
don't-
only
okay.
team I've looked at, if I'm honest, that I think is going to win the title.
They could finish
is
second. Yeah, they
Arsenal.
could. No, they could finish. But I would still keep
Casemiro, of course, now out for the next 3 games. 2 of those games against Leeds, one at home and one away.
Double header. I mean, you can't be doing that. If you've won 5 Champions Leagues, you should know a lot better.
He does
to
some very
put
rash
2
things,
hands
doesn't he?
I think he
on
just wants
a
break.
man's neck.
Yeah.
You know what the funny bit for me was, though? As he got sent off, everyone's giving pelters to Will Hughes, and he went like that to the fans, and then went like that because he's a Liverpool fan. And then they started going, "You scouse,"
Yeah.
etc. But big up to Will Hughes, man.
Anything to get a little goodness in there for Liverpool.
Yeah, 6 times.